boys and girls, it's Miss Kelly coming at you from the kitchen. Now, if you remember yesterday, we talked about Lucy Lamplight, the letter L. There's an uppercase L and a lowercase L. Do you recognize this? I brought it from our classroom. Thought maybe you could see on this a little better than that piece of paper and that stinky green crayon that I tried to use yesterday. So the letter L makes this sound. La 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 la. Can you do that? La 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 la. Letter L. And we have lots of friends with the letter L in their name. So let's look over here. Who do we see with the letter L? Does Abel have a letter L in his name? He does. It's right there. What about Tristan? No, no L in Tristan. What about Rocco? No L's. Timothy? Let's see. Timothy has something that looks like an L. Remember, it has a dot, so that's not an L, that's an I. What about Adelie? Adelie. There it is. What about John Lucas? Yeah, John Lucas has one. What about my friend Mav? M-A-V. No L in that one. Wait, that's my name. K-E-L-L-Y. I have 2 L's. Yay, lucky for me. Now I want you to think, boys and girls, and see if we can come up with some words that start with the L. Did anybody say light? Light, yeah. Let's see if I can draw a light. Let's see if I can draw a light. This is a light bulb. I wish Rocco was here because he is a much better artist than I am and he could draw these for me. Light. What else do you think starts with an L? How about lips? Lips. Mwah. See if I can draw some lips. Mwah. That's me giving you a big smacker. Lips. What else? Can you think of any animals that start with an L? How about lion? Does lion start with an L? Yeah. Let's see if I can draw a lion. Ooh, this is gonna be a tricky one. Lion. They kind of have a big nose, and boy lions have a big mane around them. Does that look like a lion? I don't know. What do you think, Katie? Does that look like a lion? Katie says it does not look like a lion, but I know that you guys have. It doesn't look like a lion. But I know you guys have a great imagination, and let's pretend like it looks like a lion. Lion. So like I said, boy lions, male lions, have all this hair around their face. And it sticks out and it makes them look very majestic, right? Very kingly. So today, you're gonna make, maybe if you want to, a lion. Now I took a paper plate. You probably have a paper plate at home, and you can do a couple of different things with your paper plate. You can paint it or color it, and usually lions are kind of like yellow, brown. And then you can draw a face on it if you want to. Good luck making it as nice as my face, because that is amazing. That's a piece of art right there. Or if you know your artistic limitations, you can cut out the center like this and make it into a lion mask. Katie thinks that's funny. And then I want you to take some paper. Now I have yellow paper and brown paper. And if you don't have yellow paper or brown paper, that's okay. You can color some paper if you want to, or you can just use white. He can be a white lion, right? He can be an old lion and have white hair like Miss Kelly. And then you cut it into strips like this. And then I want you to do a pattern if you have colored strips. So a pattern might be yellow, brown and then yellow and brown, or you could do 2 yellows and then 1 brown and 2 yellows, whatever pattern you want to do. And just take a glue stick or some glue, but if you use the squeezy glue, remember, just a dot, not a lot. And put a dot on there and then glue your paper all the way around. You can make a lion mask. So I'm gonna work on mine, and when I get it done, I'll show you tomorrow. And if you do one, I want you to take a picture or take a video and send it to me, because I'd love to see it. And I'd love to see you if you want to send me a picture of you. Tell me what you're doing during your day. Today, we did some schoolwork at my house, and then we went for a walk and we played a game. And later on, we're going to read a book. But right now, if you have a minute, I'd love to read a book to you. This book is not about a lion. It's about, you know what animal that is? He's a little white owl. He looks so fluffy. And his name is Ozzy. But the title of this book is Lazy Ozzy. Do you know what it means to be lazy? We just kind of lay around. Which is good on some days, right? Just lay around. So this book is written by, the authors are Michael Coleman and Gwyneth Williamson. And I'm guessing they must have illustrated the book as well. So let's see what this story is about. Oh, there it is. There's a clue. Written by Michael Coleman and pictures are by Gwyneth Williamson. Lazy Ozzy. His name is Ozzy, not Ollie. Ozzy was a very lazy owl. "It's time you learned to fly," said Mother Owl one day. But Ozzy said, "Do I have to?" He didn't want to learn to fly. All that wing flapping looked like too much hard work. Ozzy's favorite thing to do was sit around. "I'm practicing being wise," he said. Wise is another word for really smart. "Well, I want you to fly," said his mother sternly. "Now, I'm going out to look for some food. If you are wise, you'll be on the ground by the time I come back." Ooh. Ozzy thought hard. If he was wise, then he should be able to think of a way of getting down to the ground without flying. Suddenly, he noticed the horse who lived in their barn. The horse's head came up almost as high as the beam Ozzy was sitting on. That beam, it's like a piece of wood. Ozzy had an idea. What do you think his idea is? "Help, help!" he yelled. "What's the matter?" asked the high horse. "It's an emergency," cried Ozzy, jumping onto the high horse's back. "Take me to the milk shed." Ooh. So the high horse took Ozzy to the milk shed. In the milk shed, there lived a cow who wasn't quite as high as the high horse. "It's an emergency," cried Ozzy, jumping onto the not quite so high cow's back. "Take me to the pigsty." So he started on the beam, and he got a little lower on the horse. Now he's a little lower on the cow. What do you think he's going to do next? So the high horse and the not quite so high cow took Ozzy to the pigsty. In the pigsty, there lived a pig. The pig wasn't as tall as the not quite so high cow, but he was a big pig. "It's an emergency," cried Ozzy, jumping onto the big pig's back. "Take me to the barnyard." So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, and the big pig took Ozzy to the barnyard. In the barnyard there lived a sheepdog. The sheepdog wasn't as tall as the big pig. He was a short sheepdog. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the short sheepdog's back. "Take me to the pasture!" Gracious, so he's gone from the horse to the cow to the pig to the sheepdog. So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, and the short sheepdog took Ozzy to the pasture. In the pasture there lived a lamb. The lamb wasn't as tall as the short sheepdog. She was a little lamb. Ooh, wait a minute. What does lamb start with? Lamb. And little lamb. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the little lamb's back. "Take me to the duck pond." This is a lot of work to get down to the ground, isn't it, boys and girls? So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, and the little lamb took Ozzy to the duck pond. In the duck pond there lived a duck. The duck wasn't as tall as the little lamb. He was a dinky duck. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the dinky duck's back. "Take me to the barn." Now that owl, he's about as big as that duck, isn't he? So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, the little lamb, and the dinky duck took Ozzy back to the barn. As soon as they got there, Ozzy hopped down to the ground from the dinky duck's back. He'd done it! Now, that's what you call being wise, he told himself. Do you think that's being wise? Or do you think it's being lazy? "So, what's the emergency?" asked the high horse. "Oh," said Ozzy, "I was only kidding. Wasn't that fun?" The high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, the little lamb, and the dinky duck weren't amused. They went away grumbling. But Ozzy was happy. His plan had worked. He was pretty wise already. "I flew all the way down," he said proudly to his mother when she came back. Oh, he told a lie. He didn't tell the truth. Mother Owl gave a big smile. "Oh, that's wonderful," she said. Ozzy thought she was pleased with him. But he didn't know that she had been watching the whole time. "Now," she said, "let me see you fly back up again," said Mother Owl. He's running away. Nobody's very happy with him. Do you think it would have been easier, boys and girls, if he had just fallen down to begin with? I do. Lazy Ollie went through a lot of work, but his mama knew the truth because mamas always know. Mamas always know. All right, if you make a lamb today, I want to see a picture. Oh, not a lamb, a lion. Thank you, Katie. If you make a lion today, what would I do if Katie wasn't here behind the camera keeping me straight? I tell you what, I'm so grateful for her. If you make a lion today, send me a picture because I would love to see it. I'm going to go work on mine, and I hope to see you soon. I love you. Mwah.